So the very good morning to student. In the last lecture, we start our new unit. Its name is a surface area and volume and area. This is these units depend on the geometry. All the question is depend on the figure. So you must remember all the figures and their size and their definition and their some properties. So in the last lecture, we taught definition of the perimeter and calculate the some polynomials for some polygons perimeter. Now we move on the next topic. So all the students please focus on the screen. Hope you enjoyed. Last lectures ની અંદર આપણે થોડીક પેરીમીટર્સ ની વાત કરી લીધી હતી. હવે આપણે આગળ વધીએ. So the perimeter is the sum of the all side. If you take the addition of the all side, you should get the perimeter of the any polygon. Polygon that's mean the closed figure. Here we discuss the perimeter of the given figure and calculate it. Today I'm starting the definition of the triangle, and there are the two type of definition of the triangle. This is based on two type. First type, it's a triangle whose name is depend on their side. The second type of triangle, which name is depend on their angles. So the first type of the triangle was based on this side. અહીં આપણે એ ટ્રાયંગલ ની વાત કરવાની છે જેનું નામ એની સાઈડ ઉપરથી પડેલો છે. જે રીતે એની સાઇડ્સ છે એ રીતે એના ટાઇપ્સ છે. So according to the length of side, there are the three triangles. First is scalene, then is isosceles, and the equilateral triangle. Remember the three type triangle which depend on their side: scalene, isosceles, and the quadrilateral. ત્રણ ટાઈપના ટ્રાયંગલ્સ છે જે એની બાજુ ઉપર ડિપેન્ડન્ટ છે. તમને બસ સાઈડની ડેફિનેશન ખબર પડી જાય. આ સાઈડ છે તો આનું નામ આ રીતેની સાઈડ બાજુ આપેલી છે તો આ રીતેનું નામ આ રીતે. So let's be moving on the definition. So first definition is a scalene, then isosceles, then the quadrilateral. Scalene, that's mean visambaju. Isosceles, samdvibaju. Equilateral triangle is a sambaju. વિષમબાજુ that's mean કે એવો ટ્રાયંગલ છે ની બધી બાજુ અલગ અલગ હશે. સમદ્વિબાજુ that એટલા એને એમ કહેશું કે એની કોઈ પણ બે બાજુઓ સરખી હશે. અને સમબાજુ ત્રિકોણ એટલે કે જેની બધી બાજુઓ સરખી હોય. Let's be moving on the definition. First you have a scalene triangle. Scalene means a triangle whose all sides are different from each other. You know the triangle have a three angles and three sides. So a triangle which all three sides are different, it's known as a scalene. Not only the sides, whose angle also different to each other. So it's called the scalene. So we have definition and the some property. You must remember the definition and their properties and their formulas. So first definition of the scalene. Scalene means કે એવો ત્રિકોણ કે જેની બધી બાજુઓ એકબીજાથી અલગ અલગ હશે. બધી બાજુના લેન્થ અલગ અલગ હશે. So these are the figures. Some special thing about the scalene triangle. In this triangle, all three sides are different and the angle also different. So if the one side have length 5, the second is another third is another, and the angle is also different from each other. There's no any angles, no any two angle are equal. There's no any two side are equals. So these are the property. So there's no side will be equal, and then no any interior angle are equal. They all are different to each other. તો ખાસ ધ્યાન રાખવાનું, સ્કાલિન ટ્રાયેંગલ ની અંદર કોઈ ત્રિકોણની ત્રણે ત્રણ બાજુ અલગ હશે અને એના ત્રણે ત્રણ ખોળાઓ પણ અલગ હશે. Then there are some figure to understand the scalene more. Look here, the one arrow said length, double arrow is a different, and third is also different, and their angle also different. And you know the sum of the all angle sum properties for the triangle is what? The sum of the all angle of the given triangle is 180. ત્રિકોણના ત્રણેય ખૂણાનો સરવાળો 180 થશે. એ આપણે પ્રોપર્ટીઝ પ્રીવિયસ સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ ની અંદર ભણી ગયા છે. ઇટ્સ નોન એઝ અ sum of angle properties. The sum of the all angle for the triangle is always 180. So in this figure, it say it has a no equal angle or the no equal sides. It's called the scalene. This is a beautiful example to understand the scalene. Look here, the all three sides are different from each other, and the angle also different, but the sum of the angle is always 180. So don't forget. આ ત્રણેય ખૂણાનો સરવાળો લેશો તે 180 થશે. તો આ વાત થઈ સ્કેલિન ની. તો I hope કે તમને this is the definition of the scalene and the properties. Hope you clear the scalene. Now we moving on the next definition. After scalene, we discuss the isosceles triangle. Isosceles, that means a triangle which have any two sides are equal. A triangle have a three sides, any two sides equal. It's known as the isosceles triangle. ત્રિકોણની અંદર ત્રણમાંથી કોઈ પણ બે, એવું જરૂર નહીં અહીંયા AB અને BC. Any three side, any in the triangle have a three side, any two sides are equal. It's known as the isosceles triangle. So you remember this figure and the definition also. Isosceles means a triangle whose any two sides are equals out of three. It's known as isosceles. Now let's see, learn some properties. Here the one thing is very important. In the isosceles triangle, look, any two sides are equals. This is AB and BC are equal, and their opposite angle is also equals. It gives you the property. The AB size, AB side છે એની opposite angle થઈ ગયો C. એની opposite, that means એનો સામેનો angle. So AB's opposite angle is C and BC's opposite angle is A. If AB is equal to BC, then A is equal to C. So these are the property. Angle opposite to the equal side are equals to each other. In other words, we can say in the isosceles triangle has the two sides which are equal and their opposite angle is also equal. એટલે શું કહેવા માંગે છે કે તમારી પાસે જે સમદ્વિબાજુ ટ્રાયેંગલ હશે એની જે પણ બે બાજુ હશે એના સામસામેના ખૂણાઓ પણ સરખા હશે. Look at the figure. Here, this triangle, it's not a scalene, it's isosceles triangle. Isosceles means any two sides are equal. So here AB and BC are equal. Opposite angle of the AB, it's C, and the opposite angle of the BC, it's A. Opposites, that means સામેનો ખૂણો. AB જે બાજુ છે એની સામેનો ખૂણો શું થાય? This is your AB side. એની સામેનો ખૂણો કયો થાય? C. So these are the equal. આ AB છે એનો સામેનો ખૂણો C, તો આ equal. BC એનો સામેનો ખૂણો A, તો આ equal. તો જો જ્યારે બે બાજુઓ સરખી હોય ત્યારે એના સામસામેના ખૂણાઓ પણ સરખા હોય છે. આ પ્રોપર્ટીઝ યાદ રાખવાની. You have isosceles triangle whose two sides are equal, then their opposite angle is also equal to each other. So don't forget this property. Anytime I will ask you. So these are the properties. Here are some examples of the isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangles, that means any two sides are equal. If any two sides are equal, then their opposite angle is also equal. Look at this triangle. Two equal angle and their two equal sides. It's known as the isosceles triangle. And the sum of the all triangle is always 180. So there are the some examples to understand the more isosceles triangle. So let's we move in the next definition. This is a equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle, that's mean a triangle which all sides are equal. A triangle having a three sides, then the all three sides are equal. It's known as equilateral triangles. So these are the definition of the equilateral triangle and the figure of the equilateral triangle on your screen. એવો ત્રિકોણ કે જેની ત્રણેય બાજુઓ સરખી હોય એને સમબાજુ ત્રિકોણ કહેશું. A triangle whose all sides are equal, it's known as equilateral triangle. Now moving on some properties. If you have an equilateral triangle, so whose all angle are in 30 degree. All angle are same. જ્યારે તમારી પાસે ઇક્વિલેટરલ ટ્રાયેંગલ હશે તો પેલા તો એ બાજુઓ સરખી હશે અને એના ખૂણાઓ પણ ત્રણે ત્રણ સરખા હશે અને દરેક ખૂણાનું માપ 6 ડિગ્રી હશે. If you have any equilateral triangle, that means all sides are equal and their angles is also equal and their measurement, it's a 60 degree. If you measure the angle, the angle will be 60 degree. So don't forget, these are the property of the equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle, that means all sides are equal and whose angle is in 60 degree. Let's move on. There is some figure. Look at the figure. This figure is clear your definition. Equilateral triangle, that means all sides are equal, all angles are equal. If the angles are equal, that means the sum of the all angle is 180. 180 divided by 3, it's a 60. So for the 60, it's a angle for the all triangle, all equilateral triangle. So these are the definition. Equilateral triangles mean all sides are equal and that angle is in 60 degree. So let's move on. This is the equilateral triangle. Now the next three types of the triangle which depend on their angles. Its name is by their angles. So here some triangle is classified by their angle. So this type of triangle is depend on their angle. The first three we discussed before this starting. This type of triangle is depend on their sides, and here is starting a triangle which depend on their angles. So there are the three triangles: acute, obtuse, and the right angle triangle. લઘુકોણ, ગુરુકોણ અને કાટકોણ. So now we discuss the some definition and there's some property. Student, you all student must remember it. I will ask you in the next that's mean tomorrow. Their types, their definition, and their properties. So the first type is acute triangle. Acute means a triangle whose all interior angle is less than 90 degree. It's known as the acute triangle. એવો ત્રિકોણ કે જેના બધા ખૂણા 90 થી નાના હોય, 90 થી નાના હશે દરેક angles. All the angle which is less than 90, it's called the acute angle. Okay, so look here, you have ABC, there are 3 angles and all 3 angles are less than 90. So such type of triangle, it's known as the acute. These are the acute triangle. If the angle is 90 degree, look here, this is an acute triangle whose all angle it's less than 90. 90 થી ઓછા હોય તેને આપણે કહેશું લઘુકોણ, acute triangle. So this type of triangle is depend on their angle. Second, obtuse. Obtuse, that's mean a triangle whose one angle, at least one angle, it's greater than 90. Not all, at least one angle is greater than 90. It's called the obtuse triangle. Obtuse માં શું જોવાનું, કોઈ પણ એક ખૂણો 90 થી વધારે હશે. કોઈ પણ એક, બધાની જરૂર નથી. At least one angle which is greater than 90, it's called the obtuse triangle. Look here, this is the first yellow ABC. It's obtuse triangle because the angle B is greater than 90. So you don't need to find the all 3 angles. If the at least one angle whose length is greater than 90, it's called the obtuse. Okay, so difference between the acute and obtuse is acute means all 3 angles is less than 90. Obtuse means at least one angle. At least one angle. So look the figure. Sorry, look the definition. At least one angle is greater than 90. It gives to you obtuse triangle. અને સ્ટુડન્ટ તમે એક એંગલ 90 લો ને તો બાકીના બધા 90 થી ઓછા જ આવશે. ઓકે, ક્યારે પણ 90 થી વધારે ના આવે. So don't forget. If you have any one angle is greater than 90, so remaining 2 angle is always acute. Remaining 2 angle is always less than 90. And less than 90, that's mean acute. Here are some example of the obtuse triangle. Obtuse means at least one angle is greater than 90. So here the 96 is greater than 90. The next figure 120. It's a example of the obtuse triangle. Here the some space, some shapes are given which is around we are finding here. Here the angle and home. It's not look like a home, but it is our house. It's make a angle always greater than 90. So this figure it's depend on the obtuse triangle. So hope you clear this definition. Let's moving on. The third and the last triangle, it's a right angle triangle. In this triangle, exactly one angle is 90 degree. કોઈ પણ એક ખૂણો exactly 90 degree નો હશે, it's known as a right angle triangle, right angle કાટકોણ ત્રિકોણ. So a triangle which has a one angle is in 90 degree, it's called the right angle triangle. Here we know the right properties of the right angle triangle. Right angle triangle always represent a Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So if any 90 angle was opposite side, it's known as the hypotenuse. If you make any angle, so the remaining two sides depend on their angles. So 90 degree, if any triangle whose length is 90 degree is always represent a Pythagoras theorem. And Pythagoras theorem is depends on hypotenuse, opposite, and the adjacent side. Anyone knows about the Pythagoras theorem? Anyone knows the statement of the Pythagoras theorem? તમારામાંથી કોઈને પાયથાગોરસ થિયરમ ખબર છે? I want the statement of the Pythagoras theorem. Anyone knows? તમારામાંથી કોઈને પાયથાગોરસ થિયરમ ખબર છે? પ્રીવિયસ સ્ટાન્ડર્ડમાં આપણે આવી ગયું હતું.
હા મેડમ
ખબર છે, તો શું છે એનું સ્ટેટમેન્ટ? આપણે જે લેંગ્વેજમાં આવડે એ લેંગ્વેજમાં.
મેડમ ત્રિકોણની બે બાજુનો સરવાળો એનો કર્ણનો બરાબર હોય એવું કંઈક ના સ્ક્વેરનો સરવાળો કર્ણનો બરાબર હોય છે.
Very good, very good. Really true answer. Sum of the any two side whose square is always equal to the square of the hypotenuse. ટ્રાયેંગલ ની કોઈ પણ બે બાજુનો સરવાળો એના કર્ણના વર્ગ બરાબર હોય છે. So this theorem it's always depend on the right angle triangle. Here is some example of the right angle triangle. And don't forget, if only one angle is 90 degree, the remaining two angle is always less than 90. So if the one angle is 90, remaining two is always represent acute angle with acute stands for less than 90. So એક ખૂણો 90 નો લઈ લો તો બાકીના બે ખૂણા હંમેશા 90 થી નાના જ હશે. Because we know the sum of the all angles for the triangle is always less than 90. So these are the definition of the right angle triangle. When we put a ladder, depend on based on any surface area, and if you look such a figure, it's make always a 90 degree. So ladder example is always represent a right angle triangle. And the ladder is represent a hypotenuse corner. So all the type of the triangle is finished. There's some properties. If you have any right angle triangle and you're 90 degrees, so the opposite to the 90 degree, which side is represent? It is the longest side of the given triangle. That's mean, look here, this is their 90 degree. This is your 90 degree. Its opposite side, this is. This hypotenuse is always the longest side between all of these. So remember this property. 90 નો જે ખૂણો બનાવતી હોય એની સામેની જે પણ બાજુ હોય એ હંમેશા આપેલા ત્રિકોણમાં સૌથી મોટામાં મોટી બાજુ હશે. હાઇપોટેનસ હંમેશા સૌથી મોટામાં મોટો હોય. So in the right angle triangle, hypotenuse is the longest side for the triangle, and the hypotenuse it's always opposite to the 90 degrees. Hypotenuse હંમેશા જે 90 નો ખૂણો બનાવતો એની સામેની બાજુ જ હોય. So these are the properties of the right angle triangle. Remember it. Now we will take some examples. This is your first question. Now this all the question is depend on on the triangles. We discuss the perimeter of the triangle. So first of all, we find the perimeter. Find the perimeter of the polygon whose sides are given. And the polygon is a 3 sides. So this is the triangle. અહીંયા આપણે perimeter find કરવાની કીધી છે. So perimeter is just the sum of the all sides. તો બધી બાજુનો જો એડિશન લઈ લો તો તમને જે મળશે એ આપેલા પોલિગનની પેરીમીટર્સ હશે. અને આપણે એક્ઝામ્પલ કરી લીધો છે. but this question is depend on the 3 sides, so it's represented triangle. So these are the question and the answers on your screen. You don't need to write, you just focus on it. So let's see, moving on the next question. Perimeter, that's mean the sum of the all sides. If you take the sum of the all sides, you get the perimeter. Here the second example. Find the perimeter of the triangle whose each side is 10 centimeter. અહીંયા આપણે શું કીધું છે? પેરીમીટર ફાઇન્ડ કરો એવા ત્રિકોણની જેની બધી બાજુઓ સરખી હોય. So look here. Each side are equal. That means it's represent a equilateral triangle. If all 3 sides are equal, it is known as the equilateral triangle. And in the example, in the question, they told you have a triangle whose all sides are equal. So first of all, draw the figure. All sides is equal. The length of the triangle is every length is 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter. And take the sum. It gives you 30 centimeter. So your answer is 30. So the question is always remember the sum. What they asked to you, they told you find the perimeter such a triangle whose all side is 10. And you know the triangle have only 3 sides. And this type of triangle represents the equilateral triangle. So these are the answer. Question ની અંદર કીધું છે કેવા ત્રિકોણની પરિમિતિ મેળવો કે જેની બધી બાજુઓ 10 છે. તો બધી બાજુઓ 10 છે, 10 10 10. હવે ત્રણેયનો સરવાળો લઈએ તો તમને 30 પેરીમીટર મળી જશે. અને જે યુનિટ છે એ યુનિટ ખાસ લખવાનો. So these are the second examples. Here, it's not a hard, but if you don't know, then I can do it. Look here. The question number 3 said, what is the missing side of the length of the triangle whose perimeter is 40 centimeter? 2 sides are equal. 2 sides are 10 centimeter. Our question ની અંદર you have a triangle whose one side is missing, but the perimeter is given. Okay. So how could we find? Look here. If you are not able to do, I will solve you. I will help you. In this question, they given perimeter it's 40 centimeter. And they told you 2 sides whose length is 10 centimeter. So first of all, I can draw the triangle. This is your triangle ABC. A length of the two sides is 10 centimeter. Suppose this is 10 centimeter and this is 10 centimeter. And I don't know, I want to find this. Suppose this is X. So we know the sum perimeter is given. Sum of the all side, it's a perimeter. Perimeter, that's means sum of the all side. The first side say A, second side say B, and this is X. So I will take the A plus B plus X. I want to find this remaining side. First of all, write the perimeter. Perimeter is given the 40 centimeter. A, that's mean 10 centimeter. B is 10 centimeter. And I want to find the third side. It's BC. We suppose it is X. So let's moving on. This is 40 as it is. 10 plus 10, 20 centimeter. Plus X centimeter. 20 is removing here. Their sign is changed. So the 40 minus 20 centimeter is equal to X centimeter, because all the side are in the same unit. All the triangle have a same unit. 40 minus 20, it's a 20 centimeter. So your remaining side BC whose length is 20 centimeter. So BC is equal to 20 centimeter. So your question is find the missing side whose perimeter is 40 centimeter and two sides are 10 centimeter. Question ની અંદર આપેલું છે કે triangle whose any two sides is 10 centimeter and the perimeter is 40. So we know the relation between the perimeter and triangle. Perimeter is just a sum of the all sides. So I can put this value. I suppose AB is X. Perimeter is given. I want to find the remaining side which is not given to us. So look here. BC is 20 centimeter. Hope you cleared. Here we know the triangle whose any two sides are equal. It's known as the isosceles. So perimeter for the isosceles, we can use this formula, but it is not need to always. You just take a simple things. Sum of the all length sides, it gives to a perimeter. Put the given term and find the missing term. So BC's length is 20 centimeter. Clear to all? બધાને સમજાઈ ગયું? પેરીમીટર નો ફોર્મ્યુલા છે કે બધી બાજુનો આપણે સરવાળો કરીએ અને જે વસ્તુ આપેલી છે એને 1 by 1 એ ક્વેશ્ચનમાં પુટ કરો અને પછી તમને જે રિમેનિંગ આન્સર મળશે એને આપણે કહેશું મિસિંગ સાઇડ્સ. So these are the some example which is depend on the perimeter. Here the perimeter topic is stopped, finished. We moving on the next topic. It's a area. So the area. It is a space which is always find for the closed figure. Look here, what is the difference between the area and the perimeter? This is the triangle because we discuss about the triangle, so I'm traveling to a triangle. This is true triangle. Perimeters, that means the sum of the boundaries. If you're moving on the boundaries, you have a perimeter. You got the perimeter. If we discuss in this triangle, it's called the area. That means the total space which is enclosed by this given boundary, it's called the area. એરિયા એટલે કે તમે લોકોએ જ્યારે કોઈ પણ જગ્યા રોકવામાં આવે, કોઈ પણ જગ્યાને રોકેલી હોય એને આપણે કહેશું એરિયા. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ, if you have any farm, okay, કોઈ ખેતર હશે and there this boundary, if you have any farm in this boundary, it's known as the perimeter. If you post something in some space, it's called their area. આપણે જે ખેતરની અંદર વાવીએ છીએ ને એ જગ્યાને કહેશું એનો એરિયા. So the area and the perimeter, it's both quantity are different. Perimeter is the sum of the boundary and the area is such a space which is enclosed by this boundary. Remember this thing. So let's be moving on the formula. Look here. This is the area. Area, that's mean it's cover something. It's occupied some space. Such a type of figure, such type of thing, it's known as the area. So here is some example which is gives to you. A term which occupy, which have some space beneath, there's some space in 2 dimensions, it's known as area. So the first formula to find the area of the triangle. If a such type of triangle, such type of figure you have, then the formula of the area is 1/2 multiply base multiply by height. Height, that means the perpendicular distance between A to D. So this is the first formula for the area. Area એટલે base ગુણ્યા height. Base, that is B, and height, that is H. So this is the first formula to all of you. So always remember, take a screenshot if you want, and I will send you the PPT. So these are the first formula. Area is all the figure whose area is measured by the different type of formula. But the perimeter, you just take the sum of the all side. So we have a no formula for the perimeter, but area have a different formula for the different figures. So first, if your such type of triangle is given, whose area is finding by this formula, 1/2 multiply by base multiply by height. So height is also known as the perpendicular distance, yeah, perpendicular height. So both words are same. So don't forget, base, that means the base, and the height is the perpendicular distance between A to base. So look here, the question is given to you. Find the area of the triangle whose base and heights are given. So look here, these are the formula. અહીંયા base અને height given છે અને area માટેનું formula અહીંયા આપેલું છે. તો base અને height આપેલું હોય ને આ formula ની અંદર તમે મૂકી દો તો તમને કોઈ આપેલા ત્રિકોણનો એરિયા મળી જાય. જો કોઈ સ્પેશિયલ ટ્રાયેંગલ નું નામ હશે ને તે લોકો સ્પેશિયલ લખશે. Okay, so you remember our formula. In this question, they are told us, find the area of the given triangle whose base is 9 and height is 6. So use the formula which have a base and height. So we have a formula of the area, it's 1/2 base multiplied by height. Put here and it gives to you answer is. The unit of the area is always any quantity square. તમને એરિયા નો યુનિટ પૂછે તો ખાસ ધ્યાન રાખવાનું કોઈ પણ ક્વોન્ટિટી નો સ્ક્વેર ઇટ્સ gives to the area. So first triangle, first formula, area is equal to base multiplied by height. Now look here, I have a one question to all of you. I'm told you this is the triangle ABC. And suppose this is the D. I don't know where is D, but this is the D. And this BC, it's known as base. And this AD, it's known as its height. So the formula for the triangle area is equal to 1/2 base multiplied by height. Base, if the base is denoted by B and height is denoted by H, so it is written as 1/2 BH. For the Gujarati student, 1/2 પાયો ગુણ્યા weight, base multiplied by height, that means altitude. Altitude, that means the perpendicular distance. So sometimes they use such a word. This is 1/2 base multiplied by perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance, that's mean the angle which is make a 90 angle, it's called the perpendicular distance. It's also represent a height. Or they will ask you like a area, that's mean base multiplied by altitude. Altitude એટલે weight. So don't forget, this is the synonyms of the given terms. Height, perpendicular distance, and altitude. All the three things are same. Okay, it's always represent as such a line, such a distance, A to D. This A to D, it's known as the height, perpendicular distance between A to D, and altitude of the given base. So don't forget it. These are the some synonyms. If I want to this equation by a mathematical step, so how could I write? Mathematics na step માં જ ખાલી લખો છે તો આ રીતે લખાશે. It is written like in mathematical step 1/2 base, that's mean BC, and height, that is AD. So these are the mathematical steps. If sometime they told you you have a triangle, BC is something and AD is something, so these are the formula. All formula are equal, all formula represent the same things. So these are the formula of the triangle. All students, please remember it. And the unit of the area is always quantity square. The first formula of the triangle is base multiplied by height divided by 2, 1/2 base multiplied by height. Second formula for the triangle, it's known as Aaron's formula. Aaron's formula is always used to find the area of the triangle for the scalene triangle. હેરોન્સ ફોર્મ્યુલા ક્યારે યુઝ થાય છે? જ્યારે તમને ટ્રાયેંગલ ની અંદર બેઝ ને હાઈટ ના આપેલું હોય, ત્રણ બાજુઓ અલગ અલગ આપેલી હોય. When we use the Heron's formula, when you have a two different side, they didn't they don't give you any base and height. They give you the three different side. That time you can use the Heron's formula. So Heron's formula is useful to find the area of triangle when you have a three different sides are given. So look here, area of the triangle, when you have a three side, for using such a formula, you are able to find the area, and this formula is known as the Heron's formula. Now, I will give you some examples. If you have such a triangle, no. This is ABC. And this all side are different. It's say A, it's say B, it's say C. If the all sides are different, if the sides are different, it's known as scalene triangle. If the sides are given and they told you, they ask you, you find the area. Area, that means this space. I want to find the such a space. So the formula, first of all, you can find the parameter, half perimeter, and half perimeter is denoted by the S. S is equal to half perimeter. ABC, this is the sum of the perimeter, and it is divided by 2. It's called the half perimeter. So you remember S is denoted by half parameter. So first of all, if you have a three side, so you can find the perimeter, half perimeter, S, and putting this formula, and your given formula is area is equal to into square root S minus A, S minus B, and S minus C. This formula gives to you the area of the given triangle when you have a three different sides. First of all, you can find the value of S, and ABC are given. Put in this equation, you can able to find the area of the scalene triangle. Okay, so these are the examples to you. Here you have a, they ask you to find the area of the triangle whose length are, whose sides are given 5-6 centimeter. Sorry, 5-6-7 units. Here the length is given in the unit word, so don't need to worry. If you have a three sides, so you must use the Heron's formula. By the Heron's formula, first of all, you can find the S. S is the sum of the half perimeter. જે perimeter મળે એને divide by 2 કરી નાખો અને આ એરિયાના ફોર્મ્યુલામાં મૂકી દો. That gives to you area. So today I think you are, because these are the definition, it's depend on the different type of the triangle. So you remember, if you have a base and height are given, you use the formula of the 1/2 base multiply by height. If you have a 3 side and then 3 sides are different, then you must use the Heron's formula to find the area. In this Heron's formula, you first of all part the half perimeter, yes, semi perimeters, and put this perimeter in the formula of given. You should finally got the value of the area. So you student, this is the theory lecture. You must remember all this theory by heart. Now all the students please unmute yourself and ready for the present. Today I'm stopped here. When we meet in tutorial, I will ask all things, type of the triangles based on the angles and their sides, formula of the area. We discuss the two type of triangles area. First of all, base and height are given. And the second is if you have three sides are given. So that formula you must remember. Now the student, please unmute yourself and ready for the present. Remember this all theory. More example we discuss on the tutorial. Electrical student, unmute yourself. Number 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 2. Number 3. Number 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Number 5. Number
Yes, ma'am.
5 done. Okay. Number 6. Number 7.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. चलो कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल स्टूडेंट बैक. Yes. So हम बोलो 3. Okay. चलो कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल स्टूडेंट बैक प्लीज. हाँ इलेक्ट्रिकल 3 डन. કોઈ ઇલેક્ટ્રિકલ સ્ટુડન્ટ હવે બાકી હોય તો એ બોલે. બાકી તમે જઈ શકો છો. You are free to me. You are going to home and enjoy. Now the civil student, please unmute yourself. All the civil student be ready. Number 1. Civil 1. 2.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Number 3. Civil 3. 4. 5. 6.
Yes, 6.
Okay. 7. 8.
Yes.
Okay. 9.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 10. 11.
Yes, ma'am. 11.
Okay. 12.
Yes.
Okay. Done. All civil student. कोई बाकी છે civil માં? So you can leave this meeting. You are free to me. Now the chemical student, please unmute yourself. Number 1, chemical.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Number 2. Number 3.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Number 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. 8.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 9. 10.
Yes, ma'am.
11. 10 number. Okay. Done. 11. 12.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 13.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. 14.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 15.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, 16.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 17.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, 18. 19.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 20.
Present.
Okay, 21. 22.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. So any student is remaining in the chemical branch? If you have any, yes,
21, ma'am.
21 done.
Ma'am, roll
Any
number
other?
6 meeting માં છે. Roll number 6 meeting માં છે, ma'am. પણ ખબર નહીં બોલ.
Okay. Roll number 6, Jigar Chavda done. Any other?
21, ma'am.
Which one? Now you can leave this meeting. If you have any problem related to attendance, please write down in chat box. So today I'm stopped here. Next day we will meet with some more properties and some more definition. Have a good day.